Following breaking news right now out of Sacramento. 2 people have been shot during a parade outside of a Sikh temple in Sacramento. That temple is off of Bradshaw Road, just south of Gerber Road. Right now, Sacramento Sheriff's deputies say they are still looking for a shooter, and we do not know the conditions of the 2 people who were shot earlier this afternoon. Fox 40's Rowena Shaddix is standing by live at that temple. Ro, I know you had a chance to speak with the sheriff's spokesperson just a moment ago. What did they tell you?
Well, Eric, first and foremost, the most important thing to note is that this was not a hate crime. That was said by the sheriff's PIO and also the sheriff himself, Jim Cooper, who was out here just moments ago. I'm going to take you inside to where the property is. This, you can see a bunch of crime scene tape. This is where the shooting took place. Now, we did talk to Sergeant Amar just a little while ago, Amar Gonde, and he said from the information that he has, he believes that it happened just either inside or right outside of the temple. What we do know is that this was an altercation between 2 men that were here attending a festival earlier today. They got into some argument, and during that time, one of them pulled out a gun, shot toward the person they were arguing with when they ended up hitting his friend. From what we know, that friend then armed himself and fired back. That's why there are 2 now that were hit by gunshots and are injured. We don't know the extent of the injury, but we do know that the injured were transported to a hospital. One of the suspects took off running out of the 3 that were here arguing during this altercation, and that's who they're looking for right now. Now, bear in mind, there were literally thousands of people here today, in upwards of 15,000. This was a big celebration for the Sikh community. This was a big festival that took place that started at 9 o'clock this morning. There were parades through Bradshaw Road and surrounding areas. Law enforcement had closed down the traffic to make way for these festive parades for the Sikhs, and so many people came from Sacramento County and definitely out of the region. Again, several thousands of people that were here when this shooting took place just around 2:30 in the afternoon. So right now, people were filtering out of the temple, literally hordes of people walking out, and the helicopter that you might be able to hear, which has been above us flying in a perimeter, has been instructing people to get in their cars and to please leave the area safely. So again, from what we know, definitely not a hate crime, but a fight between 2 people. It started between 2 people, 3 parties involved, and we do know that the people that were shot and injured are alive at this moment. From here on scene, that is the very latest. Reporting in Sacramento County, Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.
Ro, while we got you, you said thousands of people were there enjoying those festivities today, that parade. How many people remain there right now, and has anybody told you anything about what they possibly saw today?
You know, we talked to a lot of people, Eric, and so far the people have been on the peripheral, so they didn't necessarily see anything. Many of them didn't even hear the gunshots. A lot of them, again, were floating around. Many people were part of a parade, so they didn't necessarily see or hear what had gone down. One woman, young woman that we spoke with earlier that we're going to bring to you, she was worried because she was down the street when the shooting had happened. Both sets of her grandparents were inside the temple, and she could not get a hold of them for some time. She finally did, and thankfully that they are safe. But from the people that we see here, none of them had any direct contact or knowledge of the people that were involved in the shooting. There still are people here milling around, but definitely not to the degree of what it was when we first got here, and definitely not what it was at its peak at around some 15,000.
All right, Ro, thank you for that update. We appreciate it.